right. We're going to try this thing. Well, not one more time. We're going to try this thing multiple times. Hopefully this is the one. We are trying our hardest. Looks like we're not as laggy on Instagram right now. That's for sure. Yeah. We can get a live test here on the YouTube.
Okay.
All right. You know, sweetheart. you know, we were going to start this show today off with just some reflections. You know, we were going to talk about where we've been. This has been the second longest break that we had between seasons. Of course, between season 3 and season 4 was a little over a year. And then this season has been a little under a year since we have blessed your airwaves. And I'm reminded instantly, sweetheart, instantly, live streaming is the hardest thing I've ever done. The hardest thing that I have ever done.
Yeah.
Not even close. We done put together shows. Hell, right now we are making a Metallica version of an R&B / neo soul motivational song. And this has been harder than to get a rapper to pretend himself to be Robert Plant. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm saying all that to say, sweetheart. I'm saying all that to say, welcome back to Wake and Bake with BeMo. Yeah. Oh, we back. Oh, we back in a major way. I'm older. I'm prettier. The camera is better. And, Lady House, is it time to unveil the new surprise for the people, or we want to wait and bring it up on them? What you want to do? We want to wait. We want to bring it up on them. What you want to do? You want me to do a drum roll and show your face? What you want to do?
That's too much.
That's too much? That's too much? Oh, to my people over on Instagram, per usual, if you are on the gram right now, you're only going to see this part of my face. Uh-oh. You're only going to see this part of my face, so if you want to see the entirety of the screen, if you want to see the surprise that the Lady House has for us, make sure you go over to YouTube. Link is in bio, and you can definitely check that out. Before we get there, I just want to make sure I'm doing all the things right. Before we even get more started, let's make sure we're saying good morning to the lady of the house. This is necessary. This is mandatory. If you are here and you have not spoken to the lady of the house, I assume that you don't like her. I assume that you do not respect her as a partner of the show or as a partner of mine, and therefore when I see you in person, it's on and popping. Okay, so make sure we're saying good morning to the lady of the house. We want to give a shout out to the Washington Informer Bridge, WIBridgeDC.com, or at WIBridgeDC on all social media platforms, just so that you can stay abreast on the news of what's happening at you right now. As you know, this is a very unprecedented times. We hopefully on next Tuesday we get back to precedent times, but we're in unprecedented times, so we need you to stay on task with what's going on in the news in a very factual base. If this is your first time coming to the Wake and Bake with BeMo show, I just want you to know this is the chance where we talk about black things. We get our black on, we sit to black, we do black, we talk about black, we get black, we do all things black here. Are you ready for all things black? We do all things black here on Wake and Bake with BeMo. Drop a comment, let us know where you're coming from. And that being said, I believe that on the first day, on All Hallows Eve, Halloween, is one of the Wake and Bake with BeMo nights, one of our greatest Wake and Bake with BeMo nights. It's his birthday. Let's make sure we're saying good morning to Big Drew. Good morning, Big Drew.
Happy birthday, Drew.
Yeah. You're not 36, are you? You 36? Whoo. No, you're 35. You're younger than me, right? I can't remember, man. Drew, how old are you? If you want to put it in there, I seen you've been doing big things. I seen you at your Dirty Talk. I seen you doing your stand-up comedy. Keep it up, man. We're very proud of you here over at Wake and Bake with BeMo. Oh, we got some great things we want to talk about. Before we talk about them, can we play the first promo from my man Micah? We need you to go check out the Let's Talk About It podcast right here on YouTube and all social media platforms. It's LTIA. Yeah.
No intro?
We Sweetheart, hit the intro. Okay, so we're still lagging on some things over there, but we're going to get it together, y'all. I promise. We are going to get it together. All right, we have a few things that we want to discuss this morning. I think some very pertinent topics that are happening within Blackness, throughout Blackness. We are already 30 minutes behind. So what should we do, sweetheart? What should we do?
We do want to start with the Micah intro and then go to our
first topic.
Yeah.
Let's do that. Let's. I want to play you a. A promo from a show that I've been producing. We'll talk more about the space in which we're producing from, but I want you to check out Let's Talk About It, a men's central space where we get to talk about some of the things that are bothering us. Hit that promo for us, sweetheart.
Hey, what's going on? It's Micah, and I'm really glad you decided to check in today. This is Let's Talk About It, which is a forum, essentially just meaning we get people together, we talk about whatever we need to talk about. And sometimes we disagree, sometimes we change our minds, but what's most important is we always create a safe and open space, and we process before we judge. Now, if you're new here, I'd like to remind you to please like, comment, and subscribe, but with all those boxes checked, let's talk about it.
I actually didn't mean for this to be all black men.
Definitely want y'all to go check out the episodes of Let's Talk About It featured by man Micah Robeson. I think you might know him as a musical artist, but what he is trying to do and what he is successfully doing is generating community around some of the issues that men, society has told us to, shut the fuck up, dribble, provide for your household, do all these things, but don't actually invest in your own mental health. So Michael Robeson has done the thing where we are going to invest and we are going to talk about and we are going to be a part of this grand conversation that is our mental health. So that's what we're going to do. So we appreciate Micah for that. We have some great topics that we want to talk about this morning. This morning on our welcome back, of course, we're going to talk about where we've been, how we've been there. I think we already did that, though. I want to talk about, though, because there is actually a particular subject that brought me back to Wake and Bake with BeMo, and that's Mielle. And I want to get to Mielle and some of the things that I'm seeing there. And then also I want to talk about, because it is Thursday and it's our inaugural Thursday, that means there's going to be time for our Paul Robeson Negro of the Week Awards. All right. So we got some great things we want to talk about this morning. That being said, Lady of the House, what should we talk about first?
We can start with Mielle.
We'll talk about Mielle?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna be honest with you. The Mielle conversation, if you're not familiar, Mielle is Mielle was a black-owned hair care product that came from the same origins as like a Shea Moisture, same origins as like Madam C.J. Walker and her work. These are supposed to be hair products that are centering the black experience, because what we have noticed in white-centric hair products and beauty products, that most of the time those products are designed against us, right? And I don't mean that to say nefarious. I'm not saying that Unilever and Procter & Gamble are secretly in a lab somewhere concocting things to be like, ooh, I can't wait to make these bitches' hair fall out. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, and we've watched plenty of videos about this, on a very biological level, black hair and white hair are different, right? The way that our pores are shaped because of the melanin in our skin allows our pores to be more oval, whereas white folks, they don't have no melanin, they get ashy and get psoriasis weirdly. Later, House will tell me about that. That means that their pores are a little more circular. So when you push hair out of a circular follicle versus when you push hair out of a oval follicle, you get different shapes. And those different shapes, like with pasta, hold sauce or product differently. You ever notice that? Mm-hmm. You ever notice that? When you get the real tangly, the real twirly pasta, that pasta holds the sauce a little bit better than just some straight ass spaghetti. You feel what I'm saying? Huh?
Rigatoni, I think.
Yeah, yeah. Give me the rigatoni, not your thick ass spaghetti. Who? First off, no, I'm not gonna do that. My people love spaghetti. I'm not gonna do that. Eat your thick ass spaghetti if you want your thick ass spaghetti. But my point is, the hair follicles are different, right? So if you look at how white women do their hair, you look at how black women do their hair. Black women are adding moisture into their hair. White women are adding products that are essentially just more versions of air, right? That's all it is, right? Yeah. Okay, so that being said, you have Mielle, which was a black-owned company creating products for black folks because there has been a limited amount of black products in the space, right? Mm-hmm. It is, as the Shea Moistures, as the Carol's Daughters, Mielle has decided that they want to scale. And so they have sold their company. They have been acquired by Procter & Gamble, and which I want to say just real quick as we're talking about the death of DEI. We ain't even talked about it yet. But as we talk about the death of DEI, Procter & Gamble for the last, I think, 7 to 10 years has been the biggest buyer and producers of black-centric marketing assets. You remember that commercial? It was the conversation. It was a mom having a conversation. Well, moms having conversations with their children about how to interact with the police. Mm-hmm. That was Procter & Gamble. Remember that one Juneteenth commercial where the people are sitting inside and looking at folks outside celebrate Juneteenth, but they black and they trying to figure out what Juneteenth is? That's Procter & Gamble. All of these summer of enlightenment, we're going to have this spicy-ass conversation via commercial. All that was Procter & Gamble. And if you can't tell already, I have an attitude with Mielle. Play the first video, sweetheart. Big attitude.
Well,
I got a big attitude.
What do we have here? Is that Mielle Organics as a defendant? Monique Rodriguez? Oh. So you thought that you was going to sell us a product, right? Turn around, sell that company to a larger company, let them tweak it, have our hair falling out, and you thought that you was really gonna get away with it. Oh, no. Come to the front. Who is this from? Cliffwood Law Firm? Okay. Wow. All of her locations got a notice of violation against Mielle Organics and Procter & Gamble Beauty? For what product? The straightening shampoo? Oh, what is that? A cancer-causing chemical? Oh no. What violation might you ask? Are you in violation of Proposition 65? It requires that.
So, backstory: Mielle, after being acquired by Procter & Gamble, the ladies of YouTube, the users of YouTube, even one in my own house, started to notice that there's something a little off about the Mielle products. You want to talk about that real quick?
So I've been aware of the brand for a while, but I didn't get any products until I think this year. And I might have used it maybe once or twice, and I noticed that like my scalp was reacting horribly and my hair was falling out in clumps, basically. Like it was, yeah, I'm still trying to like recover my scalp from that, and that was a few months ago. So yeah, right. So the ladies of YouTube, the same word of mouth marketing ladies who allowed Mielle to become a household product, these same ladies, the same demographic ladies, start to complain, hey, Michelle, something's going on here. My hair's falling out. I'm getting dry patches. There are lawsuits about there being cancerous material being within the product. Can you tell us what's going on? You know what Michelle told us? Michelle told us, ain't nothing changed. Y'all tripping. It sounded like a you problem. That's what she told
That's what
us.
she said. She said, "Oh, you don't know how products work on hair. You don't know that there's certain sensitivity to certain products based on things. Maybe you should test out the product on your hair before you buy a whole bunch." She gave us all this, right? The same people who marketed and pushed her product so that it could be a national product, so that it could exist in Target. These same people are now explaining that there's something wrong with the product. Michelle is like, I'm gonna keep selling it. It's cool. Play the second video.
So I know I'm late to this conversation about Mielle Organics, but I wanted to add my 2 cents before it was all said and done. Let me first start by saying Mielle has never paid me to do anything. I've never done a Mielle promotion or collaboration. They're not paying me to do this. I just combat mis and disinformation across the board, and this is no exception. So, first off, I want to say that there is a person behind the brand. Her name is Monique Rodriguez. That is the founder of Mielle Organics. Her and her husband have done a lot of work to make sure this brand serves community from jump, even now through today. So it was really difficult for me to see a lot of stuff that was happening on socials and having heard this woman speak in person on a couple occasions. But on every occasion, she spoke about how the deal she made for her acquisition was the first of its kind. It was unlike any other. And I think in our community, when we hear the word acquisition, the picture that is painted in our head is automatically one of a white-facing company coming to take over a black brand, take complete control, and now the product turns in a way that no longer serves community.
All right. So as y'all can see, y'all favorite person, Lene Vinay, actually she was in my top 5 cultural analysts of all cultural analysts. Lene Vinay, gets onto her social media platform and she starts to defend the Mielle products. And this is when I start to have a little bit of an attitude. This is when something is occurring to me that I think we need to have a long form conversation, maybe an entire season of Wake and Bake with BeMo about. We've asked the question in season 2, season 3, season 4. What are we supposed to do with niggas with money? The answer is now clear. The answer has revealed another question. How are we supposed to regard those who use us to develop their own wealth? That's the real question. How do we regard those who use us as assets, as pawns, as easily throwawayable things so that they can build their own wealth? How are we supposed to regard these people? Because if Monique is looking us dead in the face and telling us that nothing has changed about her product, while at the same time, the same individuals who allowed her product to be as popular as it is are also telling us this product is dangerous to us, am I supposed to be elated about her acquisition? Am I supposed to get on the team the same way I got on the team for black-owned products and be like, yo, support this lady? Absolutely not. Correct? Am I wrong? Am I tripping?
And also, I have a question to you. What does her having all this money do for us as a people?
And that's where I want to go. Keep playing, Lene. Keep playing, Lene.
And that's not the case here. Number one, the deal that she made, she ensured that her research and development team would be chock full of black scientists who made final decisions on formula, final decisions on client testing, final decisions of what went out to market. She also makes sure that the boardroom, the place where decisions are made generally, is full of black folk. And that is a collaboration between Procter & Gamble and the Mielle Organics team. And as a small business owner myself, I can say that scaling can be very difficult. I don't care how big your brand is, if it's still independent, scaling is a difficult thing.
Lene, I'm done. I'm done, Lene, because what you are arguing right now is for the benefit of capitalism and not for culture, not for community. And in the same mouth, in the same word, and I want to make sure I'm not attacking this young lady, Monique Rodriguez says in the same mouth, in the same word, that we are building this brand for community. But what are we supposed to do with a product that is detrimental for community while you're saying you're doing it for community? You put black people on the board, you put black people at the front of the acquisition. Do you know who else had an unprecedented acquisition? Shea Moisture had an unprecedented acquisition. Go to the next joint for me. Go to the next scene for me. Yeah, cross-examination. Now it's time to cross-examine because your boy, and maybe I shouldn't say this, but I'm going to say it anyway because I'm coming in spicy. Your boy, while he was sleeping with Superman, had to answer the question with a bold face. Shea Moisture came and asked us, and the only reason I can talk about this now because the report is already out. Shea Moisture came and asked us, hey, can you look over our stuff? Unilever gave us all this money so that we could be for community. Can you look over all this stuff and answer the question to me? Answer the question to me, Black Superman. Are we closing the wealth gap? The wealth gap, I think right now is $13 trillion.
Insane.
$13 trillion. If you were to Google this report, wash, wealth, and repeat, and you were to scroll down, do you know how much money Shea Moisture gives to community? $10 million. $10 million, which represents at max 1% of their annual revenue. At max. The important number being at max. Who decides if it's going to be less or more people? Oh, probably the board members. Oh, didn't Richard Rishu, what's that boy name? Anyway, didn't the founder of Shea Moisture, didn't he ensure that he would have black folks in the boardroom, that he would have black folks as decision makers, that he would have black people who are scientists to make sure that the product don't change? And what happened? The product changed, black folks left the boardroom, and now we got $10 million that's answering the question of are we closing the wealth gap? Let me ask you a question, sweetheart. Let me ask the Wake and Bake with BeMo Nights this. If I said there were 5 institutions on the planet who had the capital, the resources, and the strategy to get rid of the racial wealth gap, if I told you there were 5 companies, would Mielle be one of the 5?
You would think so, right?
Hell no. In what world would Mielle have anything close to $13 trillion?
Didn't she get 640? Oh, you said trillion.
Trillion.
Okay, my bad. My bad.
Trillion. $13 trillion. Would I even expect a hair company who is making products for black people to address the wage? Would it even be a black person's responsibility to address the wage gap?
No.
Calm down. So when Mielle says we're doing this for community, when Mielle says we have an unprecedented deal that allows black folks to make decisions within the boardroom, decisions within the laboratory, decisions within the marketing, but we still get a product that has cancer-causing ingredients in it, what are we doing here? How am I supposed to regard those who will use us as pawns, who will benefit off of our death for their own wealth? How am I supposed to regard you? But BeMo, aren't they giving money to like nonprofits and stuff? Y'all know how I feel about these punk ass nonprofits. Hit the next button on the carousel. So also when I was sleeping with Superman, y'all remember Aunt Jemima, right? Don't tell me you forgot Aunt Jemima. So Pearl, was it Pearl Milling Company? Yeah. They have taken over Aunt Jemima. Was that General Mills? Yeah. General Mills, in the transition to Aunt Jemima, they said, you know what? We have been benefiting off of the back of this stereotypical black woman who has been feeding America for centuries, or for a century. We're going to change that. And they replaced it with the Pearl Pledge. You know what the Pearl Pledge is? They give $1 million. Is it $1 million? I can't remember the amount. They give a certain amount of money to about 25 black girls who are going to school. 25 impoverished black girls going to school. The Pearl Pledge. Read it out loud for me, sweetheart.
Pearl Milling Company, Chicago, which produces pancake mixes and syrups previously marketed under the Aunt Jemima brand, has launched the Pearl Pledge, a community funding initiative. Pearl Pledge is a multi-year program that will support the success of black women and girls across the United States. Is there more? Or?
Nope, that's good.
Okay.
So in order to sell pancakes, what are they going to do? They are going to use the image of black women downtrodden so they can sell more. Did they learn? And by the way, the Pearl mix, the Pearl Pledge is done. They're done. Multi-year finish about 2 years ago. The Pearl Pledge is done.
That's crazy. So you got rid of one black woman to just
replace her with 5 modern black women.
Right.
So that you can sell more fucking pancake mix. Mielle, I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed, and what it reveals to me is that under the tools of whiteness, capitalism is still there. And while black men, which we're going to talk about very soon, while black men are trying to use patriarchy to save blackness, although that is a tool of whiteness, companies like Mielle, companies who feel the need that they have to scale beyond their community, scale to a point where it's dangerous against their own demographic. These individuals are trying to use capitalism, another tool of whiteness, to save the race. And guess what, sweetheart? It won't work.
No.
We're going to get patchy heads, dandruff, bald black women, discomfort, and guess what? Fucking Procter & Gamble going to put y'all ass out. We get to say who on the board. For how long?
Right.
We get to say who the black scientists are. For how long? And if you know what? If you want to use capitalism, why you ain't capitalize on me? Yo, Monique, we are noticing that there's a whole bunch of products that are making black women's hair fall out. What should we do? Instead of telling them, them bitches will be fine. Instead of doing that, you should have said, let's investigate.
Right.
Do you know what an investigation would have opened you up to? You could have had conversations. You could have went in the community. You could have done hair tests on YouTube with the actual people. And then after that, you could have ragooed it. What do you mean ragu? You could have came out with different flavors of sauce for every fucking hair. Don't tell me my hair sensitive. Make me a product, bitch. I'm sorry, excuse me. Make me a product, Mielle. Are you crazy? Don't tell me I'm sensitive. Make Mielle light. Don't tell me my hair too curly. Make Mielle 2A. But it's instead, shut up and wash your hair. Y'all done lost y'all fucking mind. It won't work. And you know what's crazy? Mielle might be around for the next 50 years. They might be experiencing success for the next 50 years. They might be in the closets of your granddaughters. But I will never forget that they won't be in the Nappy Palace. I won't forget this moment. Gonna look me dead in the face and say, no, everything is cool. Are you crazy? From the same people who still eat well-done steak because they didn't trust the meat markets in the 60s. You gonna look me in the face and tell me I'm safe after my hair falling out? Are you crazy?
Man.
The same people who laugh when they run because it was illegal to laugh in public in the 70s, and you telling me with cancerous product in my hair, it's okay. And I'm supposed to support you. I'm supposed to uphold you. I'm supposed to love you because you a black-owned business? Let's get to these comments before I have me You got any thoughts, sweetheart?
We're still recovering from relaxers and like the health issues and effects that causes. But we're supposed to trust you because you're a black-owned brand.
And you know this. See, when the white folks do this shit, like, I get it. We need attention. You know what I'm saying? The pizzas ain't moving well. Let's make fun of Marion Barry, okay? The ketchup ain't moving well. Let's put a coon on the advertisement. But niggas?
Right.
You will outrage your own demographic for who? Procter & Gamble? We need to scale. We want to make more money for what? To the Lady House's question. You got the money, now what? Now you're giving out the next billionaire, you're giving out $25,000 grants to the people who already have social club memberships at the gathering spot and country clubs, and you think that's saving the race? You think that's closing the wealth gap?
And that goes back to your original question. What are we supposed to do with niggas with money?
What are we supposed? I'm off that question because I feel like that gives them too much grace. Because you just a nigga with money. No, you're not a nigga with money.
True.
You are a nigga who was using me for your pride, black togetherness. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, at this point, you have social responsibility for the race because.
But we'll ask you, is it my responsibility? The answer is yes.
Right.
The answer is yes.
You build your wealth off of our backs, so yes.
Yes. The answer is yes. You owe the girl on YouTube who got 4,000 subscribers and that one video has 1 million views, you owe her a personal visit. If Beyonce can make it to user-generated content on YouTube, your ass can too. If Tracy Ellis Ross can do user-generated content on YouTube, your ass can too. I don't even know what you look like, Monique. You got any comments? My blood pressure up this morning. I'm up. Oh, don't forget to check the Instagram too.
Oh yeah. Start with Instagram. Let's see. Okay. We got some good mornings.
Who we
Hey,
got in the
people.
house?
Uh,
Pressure all high.
Raheem.
Rock in the house. Rocky!
Hey. Jaren, the hedonist.
Oh, what's up, Jared?
Janelle was there, but she's on YouTube.
You know, I didn't do Homecoming because I'm not fucking with them niggas for real. But if it was two niggas I did want to see doing Homecoming, it was Jaren and Janelle. And if it's two niggas I actually did want to see doing Homecoming, it was Jaren and Janelle. Go ahead.
Let's see, the Collective Grenade.
Oh, Sid! Good morning.
Hey, Neeks got AJ.
That's the AJ. That's the girl I was telling you about.
Oh yeah.
She invited us to
Good morning.
East Africa.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Go ahead. Oh, you could take the Pearl pledge off. They don't need that much.
Okay.
They don't need that much love. Fuck them for real. Oh, he's saying the mic is going in and out.
Oh.
Whose?
Okay. Let's see. I don't know how to pronounce this. Hedyle. Sunshine.
Oh, that's Erica. Head of Lee.
Oh, hey, good morning, Carl.
Carl.
Born off conflict.
Okay, for sure. What's up? Good morning, man.
He says, "Bro, I'm about to play some background music. You telling nothing but truth."
Look, man.
He says, "I like angel hair pasta."
Look, man. Ain't nothing wrong with angel hair. We talking about that thick ass spaghetti, y'all. You know what? I'm not going there. I'm not gonna talk about my people on the first day.
You got Andre F.
Andre.
BCE_3.
Okay, for sure. What up, B?
B the Great.
That's the same B.
Oh, Owen. Hey.
Oh.
Livy Kravitz.
Mm-hmm.
I am XI, the CEO.
Okay.
I don't know. Born off conflict said, "Make me a product as a bar." Maurice was here. Hey, good morning.
For sure. To all my Instagram folks, I know you're getting this very central look at my face right now, but on YouTube, it's beautiful, okay? You can see the sources. You can see it all. You can leave comments, and we don't got to come over to Instagram specifically. You feel me?
Okay.
We got some Instagram comments. Hit me up. YouTube comments. Hit me up.
Drew says, "We got to make our own way because conventional ways ain't doing it."
Got to.
Janelle says, I've been using Mielle when they first dropped, and I was loyal to that brand for years. I actually stopped using it years prior to the situation because the owner is a very mean woman."
Really?
That's crazy.
I can see very mean, but I don't like to critique the behavior of black women. Although I just read the shout out whole business. Anyway.
Drew says, "That's not a good look. You never forget your core fan base." Facts.
Yeah, true.
Janelle says she could have responded better. Educate us. Don't say this is your problem. No. Drew says, "If they use us, then forget us. We forget them too. In business, you don't turn on loyal customers. You add to them." And then Janelle says, "I've never understood the hype around Shea Moisture. None of those products have ever been
Zero.
Drew says, "Was Mielle bought out? It doesn't make sense to mess with success." Yeah.
They were. They were acquired. And that does bring up the question, why do these black businesses decide that they want to scale at such a rate? Why do they do this? Because they want more money. And more money to me, and I could be wrong, and I'd love to have a conversation with Richard, what's that boy name? Richelieu Dennis. I'd love to have the conversation with Richelieu Dennis. I would love to have the conversation with Monique Rodriguez about how they came to a point where the finance that they were getting from community product was no longer serving them. Mm-hmm. I'd love to know. Because if there's a business lesson there that I need to learn, teach me. But something tells me that you want to something tells me that you want to do what the age-old black business model is, in which they tell you in black business models, they say, you'll never be successful if you just sell to black folks. You never have a large demographic. You won't be able to scale if you only scale to black folks. And to which I think about that and I think, well, explain Frankie Beverly then.
Okay.
Explain Maxwell. How is that possible? How is Frankie Beverly possible? I seen a video of 50,000. We're going to talk about this another time. I seen a video of 50,000 folks celebrating Frankie Beverly in the streets of New Orleans wearing all white the Monday after he passed. Frankie Beverly is from California.
Right.
Not nan breaking news article from any major news network, but 50,000 black folks in New Orleans, all white, with a casket of him, marched through the streets of New Orleans singing and dancing to the songs of Frankie Beverly. I've never seen Frankie Beverly court the white gaze once. Scale where? Scale why? Keep going.
Almost Media said it won't work.
Won't work.
Janelle says there's a word here. Drew says I never knew that about well done steaks.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You got to be careful. We're in a very plagiaristic time of our internet time. Those are the last comments?
This is from earlier, but Janelle said Bryant Zaire has that hoodie in blue and white with the fist.
Wait, the same joint I got in the closet? I got another one in the closet, Janelle, okay? I got the same one, me and Z, okay? We never saw the baby. They invited us to see the baby. We was like, oh, we can't make it today. They moved to North Carolina the next day. Ain't some crazy. And now that boy grown. That boy going to prom next week, and we never saw the baby. Damn, nigga about to go to college, never saw the baby. Getting married on his third kid, never saw the baby. We about to see the grandbaby. As a matter of fact, bring the grandbaby over here. Damn.
And then Drew says YouTube recently launched a way to stream vertically that allows the algorithm to get more viewers and subscribers. It's interesting. You're not.
I'm here for the broadcast. Okay.
Okay.
I'm trying to get picked up by the television station.
That's real.
Okay. And I'm only so pretty. You feel me? Like, you want to look at me this whole time? This is crazy. This is crazy.
And then he just said, Oprah and Tyler Perry said the key to their success was ownership. Mm-hmm. Most black business owners can either sell out and make money immediately or make more over time. That reminds me, well, this is another conversation, but, who was it? It was Tabitha Brown, but.
You know what this will be a good time for?
What? The
people to, come on. Huh? Come on, break it out. Come on, let the people see.
What?
It'd be a good time. Come on. Why? Come on, let them see. Let them see.
I'll just do a little.
Oh,
hang on. Oh, it's super bright.
Oh, because the ISO probably all the way up. All right, don't worry about it.
Get that fixed tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay, cool. All right, that's all right. We let the lady of the house slide today, but we got some equity going on. You know what I want to do now, lady of the house? Is we are. What time is it?
It is 9:03.
It's 9:03. We are 30 minutes into the show, although we are 30 minutes late. Let's do this. Let's play our music video. We have a wonderful selection from my man. I said like it's a church song. And when y'all hear this song, you'll be like, huh? We have a beautiful selection from a great artist out of the DMV area. His name is Sir EU. If you want to hear more about him, make sure you go check out our podcast with him on the RIA podcast, me and my man Alex. This is actually my jam. Every time it comes on, it's like the dark version of BeMo. What's the dark version of BeMo?
I must devour, I must devour, I must devour, I must devour, I must devour.
Friends that motivate people, vilify the villains who I know that hate people. How the devil, how he cultivate evil. Focus how he beats you to the bunch of them feed you. Explain this to the people, they will need you. If you damn body it, they gon' eat you. If you not a heavy eight, they gon' beat you. I believe in God, I'ma beat you. Mommy made me promise to be godly in the people. Starting with stuff and the karma got be lethal. I was all alone with the slowness, her EU. Real power trio, I consider them equal. I just want to deliver what was given. Power steering through a whole truck, I'm forgiven. If I wasn't in it for the win, I would've been in the mortician's clinic, grinning, looking down on all the living. Shitting on the witnesses is what the kid was given. Forfeiting, I'm finishing it for the vision. Since I was an infant and my mission was a killing to fulfill it with an energetic criticism that I'm still in. Will it, kill him, real him. You already know what we be, I keep for B, I be, evolved into a diva, rah, rah. And I earned stripes with a T-top, top, top. And I earned stripes like a T-top, top, top. This is how you get friends and motivate people. Vilify the villains who I know that hate people. Focus on the devil, how he cultivate evil. Notice how he beats you to the punch and then feed you. Explain this to the people and I promise they will need you. If you damn body it, I promise they will eat you. If you not a heavyweight, I promise they gon' beat you. I believe in God, bitch, I don't fucking believe you. Mommy made me promise to be guardian of people. Started with Stephanie, the karma got me lethal. I was all alone with the flow that's so EO. Real power trio, I consider them equal. I just want to live what was given, but I was there and do it to the top. I'm forgiven. If I wasn't in it for the win, I would have been in. No more distance, London grinning, looking down on all the living. Shitting on the witnesses of what the kid was given. Forfeit and not finishing the fucking vision. This vision since I was a fucker.
I must devour.
So I have our mics on. So I can get us there.
Check. Is there an output on that joint?
Okay. Yeah, this one. Okay.
Check.
I just moved it underneath the overlay, so maybe that's what it was.
That's what we got.
Okay.
You know why I fuck with the Wake and Bake with BeMo Nights? You know why I fuck with y'all? Because y'all still here.
Right.
Let me tell you what I would have done. I'd have been gone. Your boy BeMo would have been gone.
Shout out to y'all.
Shout out to y'all, man. This nigga can't get his shit together. Oh, I'm done. I'm done. Okay, pass me the lighter. And let's get our blunt manifestations going. All right, y'all. And we have rolled up. We are ready to go. It is time for the actual baking part of the Wake and Bake with BeMo. We about to get our blunt manifestations going. Everybody got their weed. Everybody got their drugs.
Little drug.
Everybody got you little drugs. Yeah. Everybody got their drugs. Everybody ready to go. All right, here we go.
Lauren said rude.
It is rude. I am rude. Y'all way more down than me, and that's why I appreciate. I appreciate that. Speaking of which, in these blunt manifestations, I would be lying to you, lady of the house, Wake and Bake with BeMo Nights. I'd be lying to you to say that this show has a tendency to chip away at your confidence, and it has nothing to do with Wake and Bake with BeMo Nights. It's nothing to do with you. It has to do with silly things like make sure the audio is below the overlays. Like, what the fuck?
Right.
What do you mean? I ain't never had to do that before.
Right.
I ain't never thought about it before. But now here we are. So one of the manifestations that I want to bring upon while we're lighting this blunt is I want to remain confident.
Okay.
Blow will tell you, Blow on Instagram right now. When you do things as an entrepreneur, that often means you're doing things on your own, in your own way. And a lot of people get stuck on the on your own and forget about the in your own way. Your boy been fired 8-9 times, depending on who you ask. I have no problem with being on my own. But what happens when you're constantly being denied for doing it your way?
Yeah.
Are you still confident in your way? Because if Google tells you your way's not good enough, then what you gonna do?
Right.
When Delta says your way ain't good enough, then what you gonna do? When your favorite black creative agency says your way ain't good enough, then what you gonna do? Do you acquiesce back down towards the thing that you know will probably take you away from this planet? Or do you stay strong? Even knowing your own way might cost you the safety of others. Do you still go your own way when another nigga's job is on the line? do you still do it your own way? When your child life on the line, do you do it your own way? Your child. We don't got no child, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
If you had a child, do you do it your own way?
Right.
Because what I see, I don't really see a lot of single parent entrepreneurs out here. Do you?
Not that I know of, not really. It's already hard enough being a single parent, but
Now you gonna throw in the
entrepreneurship. Ooh.
the insecurity of entrepreneurship? I don't know. So that's what I'm manifesting. What you manifesting, sweetheart? Manifesting the continuation of a confidence.
Okay. Yeah, I'm manifesting peace, good mental health, you know. What's up?
Yeah, get through Tuesday.
Right. Oh Lord.
Oh Lord, indeed.
Right.
We might need him.
Calling on the Lord.
We
you
might
know,
need him.
this is a tangent, but you know her headquarters is going to be on campus, right?
That's fine. Her
Yeah.
headquarters for 2016 was on campus, or 2020 was on campus
Okay, but it's different now.
because she ran for president.
Right. And then people crazy, and campus is open, even though they're gonna have Secret Service, but it's still like I don't know.
So we quick tangent because we there. Didn't do homecoming for real. I did go to a memorial jam, in which we'll talk about that on a different day. But speaking of insecurity of campus, me and my homegirl Victoria, a week before homecoming, we walked from here to campus, right? Because it was, it's our last walk. We were doing a little walk situation. Me and Victoria walked in every building, up and down the steps, peered in the classrooms. Nobody looked at us twice.
That's crazy.
Nobody looked at us twice. It was in our last building. We were in the chemistry building, and I was actually looking at the chemistry students through the door, and they were looking at me. And that's when I had my first evil thought. I was like, oh, I could XYZ this whole joint. I don't even think people would know it was me. Wouldn't even know cameras in the hallway.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Kamala for she gonna have the campus locked down.
I don't even think they don't have security in like the main buildings, right?
The main buildings?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Mm-mm.
I don't think so.
And shit, the security guards in the doors be letting people go in.
Just come on in. Just crazy. Okay.
Oh, we got some
What we got?
manifestations.
Oh, yes, man. Oh, I want to hear the people's manifestations.
Okay, so Drew says, my manifestation, this next year of life will have a breakthrough better than anything I could have imagined.
Mm-hmm.
Praying hands.
Mm-hmm.
And so it is. And then Lauren says, I want another round of the mac and cheese and I'll bring the cornbread.
Oh, God. hey, you can this time, actually. We have slightly unghettofied our own apartment. Slightly.
Keyword on the slightly.
Slightly. You got to come in the daytime. Okay.
Wow. Drew says, I feel you, BeMo. I faced so much rejection this past year. It's really messed with my confidence.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
But I thought, when I thought all men were on the same page, I thought that's what we were learning in boyhood. I thought in boyhood we were learning how to be rejected because ain't nobody want us. That's what I thought. It turns out some niggas took that lesson and started forcing their way into desire. But I thought the lesson of boyhood was like, oh, you got to get used to people rejecting you, people not wanting you, and it's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
It's these ethical questions that come up afterwards, like, are you gonna stay strong to your way? And when do you concede?
Right. Detroit River says, I want to manifest Wake and Bake with BeMo being on a network station or channel. Love that.
How many people we got on right now?
8.
8 people? I
YouTube.
want these 8 people to know. I'm not going to clip this. This is going to be on 8 people and the 4 people on Instagram. If we get on CBS, if we get on NBC, y'all know y'all the staff, right? Right?
Right.
I'm not going to find no niggas. I'm not doing no Danny Oceans from Ocean's 13 and finding niggas from around the world to pull a heist. No, I found them already. Y'all right here. What we talking about?
Drew says, all I want to do is take care of myself and my people, but it's like things just can't go right. I manifest a breakthrough. Detroit River says, Breakfast Club is toast. Drew says, I want to manifest a crossover between Big Drew Tube and Wake. I like that, Big Drew Tube. And Wake and Bake with BeMo in the future where we debate a topic chosen by the viewers.
No, I want to play a game.
Okay.
I want to play a game, too. I ain't going to lie, man. I want to play a game we could debate afterwards.
Detroit River says, I want this post-album release campaign to be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Drew says, I manifest all current BeMo Nights collaborating on a huge successful project.
Oh, yeah.
I'll happily take a staff job.
That's right. That's right. That's right. All right, y'all. It's time for it's Thursday, so you know what that means. Which means also you probably should prepare your burning question.
Oh, I forgot about that. That's crazy. And then last one, Lauren says, wardrobe consultant, stylist, and manufacturing and sourcing your merchandice.
Boom.
Oh,
Easy.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, I'm going to let a stranger dress me? The fuck? The fuck? What are we talking about? Of course. Okay, we got to get to our Paul Robeson Negro of the Week because, it's time for the Paul Robeson Negro of the Week Award. Oh, I got lightheaded. It's been a while. All right, so we are on our first episode back. Season 5 is so glad to have y'all back. And the person I want to celebrate this morning is what I consider to be, I know celebrity is dying, sweetheart, right?
Mm-hmm.
I know that the influence of celebrity is on its way out. But I still think there are some parables and lessons that we can learn from some of these stories. When I name my top 5 Howard students of all time, number 2 is always Marlon Wayans. Mm-hmm. And part of that I be playing. 90% I'm playing. The other 10% of that truth, the talented 10th of that truth, if you will, is that I see a lot of myself in Marlon.
Okay.
I am the little brother. I am the youngest. On the patriarchal, on the father side of my family, I am the Marlon. Very much so. I have older cousins who are state attorneys, have older cousins who have opened businesses to grand success. Greater cousins have older cousins and older family members who have invented pieces of cars, who have worked in technology and industry. My father, if you have driven in South Carolina, you have experienced my father's work. That sounded so poetic, but it's true. My father has laid more roads and overseen more construction crews than you have eaten sunflower seeds in your lifetime. So very much so, I feel as if there is even if we'll take it back to the ancestors, take it back to great-grand-aunt Mary McLeod Bethune or my alleged cousin James Brown. There are North Stars that come before me on my direct ancestral plane. And I feel so much pressure all the time to perform up to that level. And so every time I see Marlon Wayans and his physical comedy, his very goofy self, his less than attractive, supposed to be attractive brothers, every time I see Marlon Wayans, I see a little bit of myself. I see that sweaty, dirty kid that was in Drew Hall, just like Marlon Wayans was. But I also see the capacity for grand success. Play the video, sweetheart. Because a man that we have very much so torn apart on this show, DJ Vlad, came for one of the greatest black men in time and thought it would be sweet. Actually, he thought there would be war. Turns out, it was just Wayne's success. Play the video.
When, you and Vlad went through what y'all went through.
Fuck that nigga. fuck him and his beard.
You and Vlad went through what y'all
I didn't
went
go
through.
through it, and I no disrespect to him. I'm over it. Like he disrespected me. I had no. You should see the text. How many times I was like, bro, we ain't gotta do this. Like you're saying fuck you to we with that price. Bro, we don't have to do this. Well, I'll give you 5,000. I said, bro, we ain't gotta do this. Bro, just leave it alone. We good, bro. You wait. I'm gonna talk to Ari Spears about this. What the fuck are you telling my business on your platform? That's when it got tricky. How you gonna tell my business to another black man about my price? How dare you? Now you're trying to make us crabs in a barrel. Now you're trying to make me and Aries, go to war. And I'm like. See, that made me go, that's why I'm not fucking with your platform.
Wait, he told you he was going to do that before the interview happened?
He told me when I told him I didn't want to do the interview. He was like, well, the price. And I was just like, bro, the price is the price. Let it go. You're saying fuck you to me. I didn't say fuck you to me. To this day, I still haven't said fuck you to him. The only way I said fuck you to him was when he kept going. I was like, all right, so here's what's going to happen. You're trying to diminish my value. You're trying to diminish my worth. You're trying to diminish my prolific career that I know I have worked hard for. Now I'm going to show you. Revenge, success is a man's best revenge. Now I'm going to show you, me and you ain't in the same fucking league, bro. You don't have $1 billion of box office behind you. You don't have a 35-year creating your own material, your own shows, your own series. I'm going to show you. I'm going to go do some legendary shit, and I'm going to go do it to everybody else except fucking you.
That's some cold shit. Marlon Wayans, not playing. Marlon Wayans is not playing for a physical comedian who was considered the little brother, who was considered the jokester, who's considered the most immature, who's supposed to be the least successful of all of them. The little brother said, watch me. I'm not going back and forth with you.
Right.
You want nothing positive to me at all. I'm not going back and forth with you. Because we are not the same. What I've been noticing in this election season, and I said I wasn't going to talk about politics, and I'm still not going to talk about politics. But what I've been noticing in this election season is that we put a fool, a fascist, a dumbass, a failure in debate with political greatness. And we put them in the same conversation as if they are the same. As if we say, oh, one should show me policy, the other should show me coherency. And that makes them equitable because they both are doing the same thing. We are not doing the same thing. I don't even know what Vlad looked like.
Right.
What have you made? You couldn't touch the toe of the intro to the Wayans Brothers show, let alone the history and the legacy of the Wayans. And need I remind you, put up this I think I blacked out an image.
Yeah.
Put up the image. I'm saying this now to say that Marlon Wayans, I'm gonna have to add the source. Did I add the source in there?
There we go. Yes.
Oh, okay. Marlon Wayans has now reacquired the IP for Scary Movie. And I want to remind you that it was a Wayans IP, but it was not Marlon's. Think about that for a second. Marlon Wayans has resecured the Scary Movie IP, the same IP that was stolen from him by who? The Weinsteins. Stolen from him by who? The Weinsteins. And he has reclaimed the Scary Movie IP, not for the Weinsteins. It was never his movie to begin with. That's Keenan Ivory movie.
Right.
That's his lane. But Marlon has secured it for the family line. Again, I came to tell you here, folks, I'm telling you, Wake and Bake with BeMo 6, we finna tear down these tools of whiteness, and we are finna prove we are not the same. You have not been doing this. You do not have the skills. You do not have the history. You do not have the ideology. You don't have the philosophy. You don't have the psychology. You don't have the resilience. You don't have the culture. You don't have the language to do what we do. We are not doing the same thing. Kendrick said it differently. I'm not going to use this word. We are not the same.
Right.
You ain't even close. Last season, we proved that whiteness is still under the same gaze that whiteness was in 1864, in 1777, in 1619. They still pitchforking. They still pillaging. We are not the same. We have come to reclaim. Marlon Wayans, you are our Paul Robeson, Negro of the Wake. You have set us up right. You have set us out right. We have come to reclaim. Nigga, we are not the same. You got any comments? Well, you got anything? What you got?
Yeah. I'm glad he's doing this. Marlon Wayans is. I feel like he's highly underrated, to your point, but shouldn't be.
Shouldn't be.
Right.
Do you know who I am?
Right.
Do you know who my family is?
Right.
Do you know what we have done? And you gonna look me in the face and say, you think we the same? You've lost it.
You made a good point, though. I don't even know what Vlad looks like.
I don't even know what you look like. You purposely hide yourself in your own media, and you think we the same? Bitch, I got billions of dollars in box office. Since before you even thought about being a DJ, I had a movie, I had a show, I was in a role. Mm-hmm. Are you crazy? We are not the... And you know what? I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm just gonna do some legendary shit. I'm gonna do it everywhere else except for you. Mm-hmm. I wish you well, though. Any comments?
Also, I want to say, just because he doesn't see his value doesn't mean other people won't. So
exactly.
Right.
Are you crazy? Here he is on the Breakfast Club.
Right.
Lost your mind.
Drew says, I can't wait for him to come back in Scary Movie 6. That was inspiring as fuck. They don't even ask for coherency. They ask for entertained. He's a clown turning our country into a circus. Mm. Hour 7.
All right, you know what time it is then. You can run over there and grab it if you need to. It's time for the burning question for the Roach. Burning question for the Roach. Burning question for the Roach. Yeah! This morning's burning question for the Roach is brought to you by our good friend over at Truthing, Miss Randy B. We got Truthing Randy B. We have a wonderful question. Make sure y'all go pick up a set of these Truthing cards by Randy B. and cite some beautiful information. Conversation. You can let Marlon go for now.
Okay.
You can incite. Oh, let me do that again.
Oh. All right. Okay.
This morning's burning question is brought to us by Truthing by Randy B. Make sure y'all go check that out on Amazon. Truthing Cards. Time to have a conversation. Black-owned company that's really asking tough questions in card forms. And you know a nigga love a card game. A nigga love him a board game. A nigga love him a sponsorship. All right? Make sure y'all go check this out. Lady of the house. What we got?
I just saw exclusively dating.
Exclusively is crazy.
Okay. Ooh, okay. This is hard because there's two that I really want to.
Hey,
okay,
we got plenty of time.
True. Okay, let's do this one. Do black people unconsciously associate blackness with struggle?
Ooh. Do black people unconsciously associate blackness with struggle? Read it again.
Do black people unconsciously associate blackness with struggle?
My mama called me. What was that, like 4 weeks ago? And we was on the phone. We were sitting on the balcony. And she says that her new colleague, who has a terrible name, so we'll call her Richard. Her new colleague, they're at lunch. And he says to her, my mom is the vice president of communications at Wesleyan, which is, according to the certain system of schools, this is like the very high end of liberal arts schools. This is where the folks from How I Met Your Mother went. This is how, you know what I'm saying, it's up in New England, that type of shit. You feel what I'm saying? They call it a little Ivy. That's what they say.
And your least favorite person.
Huh? Well, yeah, and our least favorite person, old. Oh, should I say his name?
I can say it if you
Go
don't
ahead.
want to. Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Just Lin Miranda.
Okay.
You don't got to give him the Manuel. Okay. We give middle names to people that we respect. Lin Miranda. And what's his full first name? Because it ain't Lin. Marilyn Miranda. Get the fuck out of here. Anyway, got my pressure up. Goddamn Lin Manuel Miranda. My mother's colleague at this and they're like at a high-end restaurant for lunch too at this. Mother's wearing her very nice clothes that she does, probably got some Dolce on, probably got some Tom Ford on, you know what I'm saying? Real, but not like, not how niggas do, like, Dolce, not like that, you know what I'm saying? Just a nice classy dress that she go to work with. Funny enough, when my mother got into some hot water with HR because one of the people who work for her says that her dress was too intimidating.
What?
That the way she dressed was too proper, too well put together, that it intimidated them. That person has been dismissed. Anyway, so I'm giving you all of this context to say that at this lunch, my man's Richard says to my mother, "Oh, I'm the everyday black man." And my mother says, wait. Ain't you in the boule? And he like, yeah. It's like, wait. Didn't you like golf all weekend? He like, yeah. He's like, don't you make over X amount of money? He's like, yeah. Ain't you voting for X, Y, and Z? I mean, he got a thing going on. How are you the everyday black man? So I'm saying to say, if a man like Richard can think that his existence as a black man is the normal existence of blackness, and then you ask me the question, do black folks subconsciously associate blackness to struggle? The answer to that question is some have no choice.
But is the person in your example in that some?
Who has a choice to see blackness as, yeah, he has a choice. He can see blackness as struggle, or he can see blackness as resilience. As I'm seeing Maurice say on the comments right now, he associates blackness with power. Mm-hmm. That's a choice that we can make.
Right.
There are some folks whose existence is different, who don't know, who lack the momentum of memory to know that there is power within that perspective. And that's the point of this show right here, to give power to that perspective. But if the question were to ask, is it an exclusive association to struggle? I would say no black person thinks that blackness is exclusively associated to struggle. I would think most black folks think blackness is associated to how I look and how I talk and how I move and how I'm reacted to. That then could be struggle. What's your answer, though? I want to hear what the people got to say.
Yeah, I agree in that you have a choice, but, well, I guess it depends on your circumstance. Like, some people don't have the luxury of having that choice, but I don't associate it with struggle.
No.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I appreciate that. You got any comments? That's it? Everybody good?
Yeah, Maurice says I associate blackness with power.
All right. It was a choppy one.
We got through it, though.
We got through it. It was a choppy one. We want to thank y'all for watching another episode of Awake and Bake with BeMo. Yeah. Make sure y'all go check out Let's Talk About It right here on YouTube and all social media platforms. LTIA period on all social media platforms. Make sure you go check out the Washington Informer Bridge, WI Bridge DC, or WIBridgeDC.com. Make sure you subscribe to the new Blueprint newsletter, $5 a month, or I can give you the scholarship if you just holler at me. Since the show has started, we will be definitely on the newsletter a lot more. Like, comment, subscribe to the YouTube. If you're still on this joint, make sure you smash the like button a whole bunch of times. We're trying to get the algorithm to fuck with us more. We at 215 subscribers, y'all.
Oh, wow.
215 subscribers, y'all. So we're gonna keep putting these clips out, keep acting in abundance, keep using AI. Keep using AI to make sure that AI can talk to AI so we can get these systems off and build new blueprints. Tell a friend to tell a friend. We're going to leave you with, of course, Black Boy Joy by my man, Detroit Rivers. Make sure you go check him out. And we'll see y'all on Tuesday, where your ass should have voted or be on the way to voting. Little dick fucks out here not voting. What's wrong with them?
I don't know.
I'd actually rather you vote wrong. Than not vote. At least use your voice, nigga. Damn.
Right.
They give you a chance to speak, and you. Third parties. Anyway, play the video. Hold on.
Don't let this feeling slip away. Your city, yeah, happy feelings. Breaking Beverly and Maine, don't be amazed. Find yourself, learn your joys and pains. Live your voice and sing. The sounds of your heart, don't you worry about a thing. And don't forget your lyrics. This is a reminder of joy every time you hear it. Just know that your birthright is joy. Smile, you can wear it contagious once you share it. Let love loose, don't fear it. It's that black boy joy.
Black boy joy up on your brain. Let this black boy joy give you some game. Black boy joy get up again. And black boy joy through all the pain. And black boy joy say it again. One more time, get this black boy joy up on your brain. Let this black boy joy give you some game. Black boy joy get up again. And black boy joy through all the pain. And black boy joy say it again. Where I was raised, black boys was being destroyed. I grew up a black boy, they had stole my joy. Nobody put on my neck, so I do it for Floyd. Do it for Tamir Rice and for the underemployed. For the ones that gave back, communicated, deployed. I wanna give you a rope so that you can aboard. I wanna give you a hope so that you can avoid having to be a black man without no black boy joy. So get this black boy joy up on your brain. Let this black boy joy give you some game. Black boy joy get up again. And black boy joy through all the pain. And black boy joy say it again. One more time, get this black boy joy up on your brain. Let this black boy joy give you some game. Black boy joy get up again. And black boy joy through all the pain. And black boy joy say it again. For us, it's easier to go to jail than to go to college. Rather us be entertainers than be getting knowledge. They funded our own genocide. The word is power. Killing niggas in every song. I think it's coward. Easier to act tough when you in doubt because the world incriminates us. Cause we in doubt. Now we afraid of our own kind and it's really wild. I think they got us backwards. I figured out it's easier to fit in than it is to stand out. So I'm black boy joy when I'm cruising around. And I'm black boy joy fresh hitting the town. And I'm black boy joy dancing cleaning the house. And I'm black boy joy when I go for a hike. Been black boy joy since I was riding a bike. My son black boy joy and that's crazy to me. I was miserable growing up, I really hated it, G. But the world is much bigger than I was able to see. So get this black boy joy up on your brain. Let this black boy joy give you some game. Black boy joy get up again. And black boy joy through all the pain. And black boy joy say it again. One more time, get this black boy joy up on your brain. Let this black boy joy give you some game. Black boy joy get up again. And black boy joy through all the pain. And black boy joy say it again. Smile.